Hey, how you guys doing again? Shalom to all the viewers. This is Truth, Realness, and Options. I'm your host, QT, and we're here with Queen Tanesha Morris. How you doing, lady?
I'm great. Thank you guys for having me.
No problem, no problem. This is a phenomenal young woman in the area of Shreveport, and so we are lucky to have this person, this entrepreneur, this young black queen in our presence on today. And she is known for having the Urban Black Film Festival started right here in Shreveport, Louisiana. And she has done a great job on last year, and I hope she brings it back this year. But we'll get to that later. And so she is the founder of the Shreveport Urban Film Festival, who is also a film producer, right? Okay. And the film festival started and held last year with great success, from what I'm hearing.
I do have a company. I started Tanesha Morris Entertainment, where I'm going to be producing, writing, and directing films. So, yeah.
That's what's up. And so Queen Norris is from right here in Shreveport, right?
Yes, I'm from Shreveport. I grew up in Houghton. I moved around as a child, but I am from Shreveport. Thank you. It was the first year. Yeah, it was cool. I survived.
You survived. That's right. And it was a success. Did you have a lot of people from Shreveport, Louisiana in it?
I did. I had a couple of films that were local, and then I did have a filmmaker from down south that came up from New Orleans. She came up, and she was actually our grand prize winner.
Okay, awesome.
Julia Jackson.
Awesome.
Shout out to her.
All right, and so what pushed you to start the urban film movement in this area?
Well, I felt like there was a lack of opportunity for black creators, black filmmakers in this area. And also, too, I wanted to see more things like this happening. I wanted to see, I love going to film festivals. I love watching independent films. I love being around creators just like myself. And I love bringing people out, so I felt like it was the perfect opportunity for me to, bring something new to the city and get people out and get people talking, and that's what it did.
Right. And I understand that it also allowed a venue to get the black people's story heard as well.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So, of different events and different things that we go through as a culture. I've seen a couple of your videos through Mello, through his stuff. Yeah, he showed me some stuff. That's another, he's mine as well, and that's another guy that we looking forward to having on the show as well. But what I've seen with him and the movement that y'all have is making a powerful impact in the city of Shreveport and keeping us woke.
Trying, or wake up,
Right. So, what adversity or issues you had to overcome to make the film festival happen on last year? I know some stuff going on.
Yeah, there was a lot that took place, along with my personal life and dealing with alopecia at the same time. I think anytime that you're trying to do an event anywhere, it's difficult, especially in a place like Shreveport, especially being a woman of color, being a woman, trying to get things done, period. That's difficult in itself. And then, of course, I had a little razzle-dazzle, as I like to call it now, which I've moved past. You can Google it, but I've moved past it, and I don't even like speaking on it because it doesn't matter to me anymore. Right. And so I came to do something impactful, and that's what we want to do. We want to have a platform for people of color. It's not about me. Right. It's not about me. It's not about anything else. It's just about having that platform. So, there was a lot that took place, but I'm still here. And we in year 2.
Right. So with that saying, I know you said it was to create a platform for other brothers and sisters. So what advice would you give to upcoming filmmakers or anybody who have a similar dream such as yours in the film industry?
I would say to just start first. A lot of times I run into people that come up to me and they're like, oh, I want to do this film, I have this idea, and they have great ideas. A lot of people have a lot of great ideas out here in Shreveport, but I'm like, okay, what you gonna do with it? You know, the first step is writing it down. You know, get a camera, whether it be your cell phone, whatever. Get a camera, get somebody to help you out. I will help out anybody. Anybody that is serious about their craft and serious about making something happen, I'm all there. But I would say for sure, write it down, just start, and follow through. Call people back, hit people up, you know. And it seems like it's an easy thing to say, but a lot of people don't even get past that or get to that point. Yeah. And I mean, I have a lot of people that have great ideas, but again, you have to start.
You have to start from somewhere. Like the word says, faith without works is dead.
Exactly.
And when you want to put the idea out there or the ideology about what you're going to do or your dream out there, the enemy's already lurking and looking like, okay, well, they're not taking it serious, so we'll come at them this way. So just like you said, go ahead and get started. Do your research. If it's your dream, you'll go forth with it full-fledged. And actually push forth to do it. And you should have great success. You shall have great success once you do that. Just have to take the first step. I agree with you, sister. So what's next for Queen Morris?
I want to make films now.
Okay.
You know, I'm dedicated to telling stories. There's so many stories that I want to tell. My motto is real stories, real people. And I come across stories every day. And that's what I want to do is I want to produce and direct bigger films and move toward that. I love the film festival. I love doing things like this. I love creating an opportunity, but you also want to create an opportunity for yourself and also tell the story that you want to tell. I have stories inside of me that I need to get out, so that's what's next for me.
Okay. That's what's up.
What about you? I'm sorry, I'm gonna turn the camera on you.
I'm an educator. So film is not really my thing, but educating people is. So with that being said, my thing is to open up Ubetter, which is excellence in Swahili, and it's a school of excellence. We have those schools, Montessori schools.
Right.
We have those schools here in Shreveport, but it's an arm and a leg, and it really is not feasible for our community.
Right.
So what I want to do is to get me a building downtown, since all of this stuff has been gentrified.
Right.
And we are talking about that. I didn't forget people. It's being put to use, but it's not benefiting our community. So I want to take one of those areas, invest my money into getting educators of color that are certified and bring them into the place and let kids who have mental issues, kids who have learning disabilities, allow them to come into the place and get free help after school versus having to be on Medicaid, Medicare to get the stuff that they need or get the tail end of resources.
I think it's important to also keep the art in that. Stuff like
Most
film
definitely.
and dancing and music and those things are so important to our kids, and that really gives them like the freedom to succeed.
Right.
When I was younger, I hated school. I didn't like school at all. But the fact that I got to travel with the band, I was in the band, played saxophone, flatline too.
I was in Grandma Band.
Shout out to Houghton, Core Style. We matter, Core Style matters.
They can play.
Right. But I think it's really important for us to have those type of things in school and keep that in the schools.
Right.
Like I don't agree with them taking out art or any extra activities. In the school.
In the school, that's what we were going to do. Since I'm a musician as well, I was going to start a music school, culinary arts, and also teach robotics. I teach robotics now, and so have all of those resources for them to do, and put education in it, but allow them to have that additional training, so that way when they go to high school, they can already be prepared for magnet programs in that nature. So
that's perfect. I think that's great.
Yeah,
I think that's really great. And if you can add some film, I got you on the film.
Gotcha.
Because again, to dibble back into the film side, I did a girls in film workshop with the YWCA probably a couple of years ago now, and one of their jobs was to write a story, just a short story about, you know, whatever it is that they wanted to write about. It could be about their life, it could be for play, whatever. And some of the stories that came from the girls were like mind-blowing. Like, wow, you are, you know, 13 years old and you're experiencing this type of trauma at this point in your life. So I think that's important too, which is something that I would love to do and branch off into film with children and get that rolling as well.
That's what's up. And then that way we can open up to possible new job opportunities versus our community is focused on, what they see. And what they see is aunties, cousins going to your local Burger King, Taco Bell, and Walmart. Nothing is wrong with Walmart. Nothing really is wrong with no kind of income. However, we want to broaden our horizons in the Black community to know that it's other jobs, it's other opportunities, other things that can take you outside of Shreveport, or you can do within Shreveport and make a decent living for your family in the Black community. So that's another reason why I would like to start that school. And most definitely, I will reach out to you for that film.
Please do.
I will reach out. And hello, grant writers, brothers, sisters who write grants. That's
Help
what
us.
I need right now. I'm in need of a grant. I mean, God is blessing, but I'm not blessed that way, like I want to. But I will reach out to you, and I appreciate that.
Anytime.
I appreciate that. And so this would wrap up this segment for right now. We're going to come back in. Thank you again, Queen Morris.
Thank you so much. All love. I see we dressed alike today, you guys.
Yeah. You know?
I came prepared. I was ready.
And before we go off of air with Queen Morris, man, I got criticized not too long ago. Like, why is this dude wearing this? It's not Black History Month. People, it's Black History 365.
Right.
365.
And it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's definitely okay. I would rather wear this. It's hot out there. This is what you need to be wearing. Okay? You can go to Amazon. You can go to Nubian,
City
Trends, you know.
All that.
And get you some good wear, man. It's breathable, okay? You're not gonna burn up in this humidity. And I wanna send prayers out as well. I don't know if you got any people down south, but I have a couple of relatives and friends down south. My prayers are with you guys as Hurricane Baker hit land at 4 p.m. today. So you guys, if you have any resources, if you would like to reach out to me or to the executive producer, we will try to get some water and some other supplies down to New Orleans and Baton Rouge area and also Lake Charles area. And we'll keep you up to date on that, so stay tuned. Again, this is Truth, Realness, and Options. And stay tuned. We got the gentrification, clarification on the National Coalition of Black for Reparations in America, formerly known as NCOBRA, and our reparations that we're fighting for. Also, I'm going to be talking about gentrification and the laws of the land. Again, how can you abide by laws of the land if you don't know them? So what I'm doing, I'm going to bring that to you. We're going to go over Article 213, the arrest law, when it's lawful. Okay, so you can know when you're lawfully being arrested by a police officer and when you're not lawfully being arrested. And we're going to promote a couple of products by Dr. Sebi, and we'll be back. Truth, Realness, and Options.
Why don't y'all take a look at that sign up there? See what it says? Cash for your home. You know what that is?
It's billboard.
What are y'all, Amos and Andy? Are you stepping and he's fetching? I'm talking about the message, what it stands for. It's called gentrification. It's what happens when the property value of a certain area is brought down. Huh? You listening?
Yeah.
They bring the property value down. They can buy the land at a lower price. Then they move all the people out, raise the property value, and sell it at a profit. Now what we need to do is we need to keep everything in our neighborhood, everything, black. Black owned with black money. Just like the Jews, the Italians, the Mexicans, and the Koreans do.
Ain't nobody from outside bringing down the property value. It's these folks shooting each other and selling that crack rock and shit.
Well, how you think the crack rock gets into the country? We don't own any planes. We don't own no ships. But we are not the people who are flying and floating that shit in here. I know every time you turn on the TV, that's what you see. Black people selling the rock, pushing the rock, pushing the rock. Yeah, I know. But that wasn't a problem as long as it was here. It wasn't a problem until it was in Iowa, and it showed up on Wall Street where there are hardly any black people. Now, if you want to talk about guns, why is it that there's a gun shop on almost every corner in this community?
Why?
Tell you why. For the same reason that there's a liquor store on almost every corner in the black community. Why? They want us to kill ourselves. You go out to Beverly Hills, you don't see that shit. But they want us to kill ourselves. Yeah, the best way you can destroy a people, you take away their ability to reproduce themselves.
Yeah.
Who is it that's dying out here on these streets every night? Y'all.
Yeah.
Young brothers like yourselves.
What am I supposed to do? Fool roll up, try to smoke me? I'm gonna shoot the motherfucker if you don't kill me first.
You're doing exactly what they want you to do. You have to think, young brother, about your future.
Welcome back to Truth, Realness, and Options. Again, my brothers and sisters, we are here today to provide you with some truth, some realness, and some options to the issues that are facing and adversities that's going on in the black community here in Shreveport, Louisiana, and abroad in the world. So, what I'm going to go over now is the clarification on the last show. Last show we talked about NCOBRA, which is the National Coalition of Blacks for Reparations in America, and we were talking about it. It held its 30th annual convention during Juneteenth, okay, which is the national black holiday celebrating the abolition of slavery from in 1865. Now, it was set to continue to push House of Representative Bill H.R. 40 and Senate Bill S.1.083, which, if passed, it would allow black people to get reparations, or 40 acres and a mule, as we call it. Okay, so whatever reparations that the government would actually approve for the black African Americans who were brought over, and ancestors who were brought over, they would give us something for it, and everyone, we should support if those bills are pushed, S1083 and HR 40, if they are pushed, black people, we must go out and vote to get what's due to us. And think about it, we are the only race in America that has not been reprimanded. You had the Asians reprimanded from the World Wars. You had all other people reprimanded and for their loss. And so black people, we are overdue, 400 and plus years overdue for what is due to us. Brother Minister Louis Farrakhan spoke at the convention that was held and gave wisdom on how to deal with the situation. Also, big ups to actor Danny Glover and author Ta-Nehisi Coates, who spoke at the congressional hearing on last month on reparations in the chamber. And the two brothers gave a brief history lesson and spoke on the importance of giving reparations to black people. Most House and Senate leaders did not agree that it would not, and they also stated that it would not be the end to poverty, but could be a necessary thing to do. And we all know that nothing is necessary unless it's necessary to you. So if you haven't lived through that, if your ancestors haven't been put through the punishment, the slavery, and the things that have been taken away from us, and living through poverty and stricken neighborhoods and stuff like that, they don't know what reparations will mean to the black community. So for them to say that, I disagree. And of course, it's not the end of poverty, but black people, that would stimulate the economy, in my opinion, and it'll help a lot of families out. Even if they don't give us reparations hand in hand, a check, or give us any land, just like on our last co-host, Stanley Hunter, said that if they did give us 40 acres and a mule for every black person that's alive right now, it wouldn't be no room for the white man. So we know it won't come from that point. However, we would like to see maybe if you would put that money that you were supposed to give to us into schools, black education, into some type of welfare for the communities that's lacking, or use it for more noble issues like the Flint, Michigan water crisis. Maybe you can put the money there. But however, we are just past due for the money that is owed to us, or for whatever reparation they're going to give to us. All right. Now moving on to gentrification, we were saying that we were going to talk about that and let everybody know what gentrification is, because we hear this and it works against us, as against the black community, and a lot of people don't even know what that word means. So the meaning of gentrification is the restoration or upgrading of deteriorated urban property, especially by middle class or affluent people, which is the white rich people, often resulting in displacement of lower income individuals, okay, or lower income. And gentrification is still going on, and it's a thing in our African American communities. Okay, black business owners are fighting to keep their businesses above ground as it is. Now they have to worry about raised taxes and the gentrification process. Our own black brothers and sisters who got businesses. So that's what hurt African American people to get into certain areas in the city of Shreveport, in Caddo Parish, and Bossier that is upcoming. Like, you wouldn't see a black owned business on Airline Drive right now. Why? Because you have the main franchises starting to build in that area. So what they would do if a privately owned black business wanted to come over there, they would say, well, I need X amount of money before you can even think about coming over here, or the taxes on this building is going to be X amount of money, and 85% of the time it's going to be more than what that person has to start their own business in that area. So the growth of black businesses seem to be in a great decline right now, and they really are. And the reason is because of gentrification. They're building up where they want to build up at, the white community is. And so if they don't want you in that area, then they will press forth to make the taxes in that area, okay, to a point to where no one can move in, okay? So, or if they already are in that area, they will raise taxes. If the business is already located in the area and they're wanting to, the developers and the city councilmen want to go ahead and build in that area to appease to the rich, then what they would do, they would raise taxes year after year on that area, on that business, and to the point to where they can't suffice or maintain, and then they have to move out. They would actually have to move out of that building, move out of that area or that part of town. So gentrification is live and well. Just recently in Washington, D.C., a store, the Sankofa Video Books and Cafe store, which is one of the several black-owned small businesses fighting to stay open and amidst rising property taxes and gentrification issues, just have to consider about closing down. Okay, so when the rich people want to make a change in things or in an area, they move black-owned business out the way by applying pressure with the taxes, rising taxes. Okay, they play the card of raising taxes and use gentrification practices. Now, what I have for my viewers, again, I got Terrence Trotter, Aaron Reed Jones, Frederick Washington. Thank you, Shalom, brothers and sisters, for following on. I got a question for you guys. Is this fair to the black community? Is gentrification a fair practice to the black community? And if you would like to reach out to us, man, I would appreciate that if you would. So gentrification is something that's a negative thing to the black community, and it's still going on. We know about the Levi laws and stuff about moving into housing areas that are so-called the suburbs, and we'll get on that next. That's what we're going to talk about next, the Levi laws, which is similar to gentrification. It's just dealing with your actual housing. And that'll be on the next show. And so now I want to move on to the laws of the land. It's a big issue with me that a lot of brothers and sisters don't know simple laws or civil laws that could protect them in court or can protect them and on the streets. And the thing is if you can recite the law back to the police officer, it'll make them think twice. And I know there's many videos on YouTube of people doing that, and it has actually saved lives of black men and black women, because the officers would then know that this person is knowledgeable about their civil laws and they're in danger. Instead of the black person being the victim at this time, you're the victor instead of the victim, so to say. So I'm going over the CCRP 213, arrest law when lawful. And Article 213 says, arrest by officer without warrant when lawful. Okay? A peace officer may, without a warrant, arrest a person when any of the following occur. Okay? So under Article 213A, Section A. Number 1, the person to be arrested has committed an offense in his presence, and if the arrest is for a misdemeanor, it must be made immediately or on close pursuit. Number 2, the person to be arrested has committed a felony, although not in the presence of the officer. Okay, so with just those two right there, an officer cannot have no reason just to come up to you and try to arrest you, okay, without any probable cause. Okay, you have the A, commit an offense in his presence, and 2, commit a felony crime. Felony crime like stealing, and you caught on camera, or shooting a firearm in the city limits, stuff like that, man, or shooting at somebody, but they just can't walk up to you. Number 3, the peace officer has a reasonable cause to believe that the person to be arrested has committed an offense, although not in the presence of the officer. Like I said, it had to be, you had been done something. Some action had happened for them to actually, think. And you got to be careful with that one. All right, because like I said, the reason I'm telling you about these laws right now, a lot of them play that role. Oh, I thought you did this, or I thought you did that, and you actually didn't do nothing. All right. Number 4, the peace officer has received positive and reliable information that another peace officer from this state holds an arrest warrant, or a peace officer of another state or the United States holds an arrest warrant for a felony offense. Okay, that's when they arrest you and it's lawful. Okay, those 4. All right, and so, and it goes on down to the amendment acts. So these are the most recent amended acts as of June 18, 2014. So it's the last time that these were amended or changed. Okay, I will continue to do research on this stuff so that I can help the black community. If you like a copy of this, just email us and I'll give you a copy of it, or on the show I will post the link to where you can go for yourselves and look up the information for the Louisiana civic and civil laws. All right, so that's it for our laws of the land segment. Now I'm gonna move on to the end of the show. Again, I appreciate everybody for listening in. We would like to promote each individual that is listening to eat healthy and to exercise. Please exercise. The only way that we can preserve our lives, black brothers and sisters, if we eat healthy. Let's try to stay away from that swine. And no, I'm not Muslim. All right, but it's tight, but it's right. Okay, start eating healthy, eating a lot of green in your diet, a lot of meats that are clean. And really right now, nothing is clean that you're eating. However, if you just put forth the effort just a little bit and exercise, I don't care if you go walk around your neighborhood, or if you go Planet Fitness. I love Planet Fitness. But if you can't afford none of those, you got Ford Park. You have Sea Dickham Park. You got what's another park that got hills on it? The park over off of Line Avenue. Places like that, brothers and sisters, just go and walk and exercise as much as possible. Working on your job is not exercise. If you have a job that calls you to work, that is not exercise, right? Also, I want to, speaking of healthy, just recommendation, if y'all need any tips on eating healthy, I recommend that you follow Dr. Sebi. God bless his soul. Recently I did research on Dr. Sebi and was looking at his YouTube page, and he has a lot of his lectures and segments on there, and that can help you, still help you. Right now I have Dr. Sebi's eating guide posted on my refrigerator, and when I go shopping, that's what I go by, his guide, to get some of his products. So I really, 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 really hope that you guys take heed to it, and when you get a chance, work out at your house. Drink plenty of water. It is hot. This is not Africa. Okay, so it's not the same heat. It's humid outside, so I would suggest that you guys stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water in this heat. Our prayers go out to the victims of Hurricane Baker. It did reach land, I want to say, around 4 o'clock. So we will be addressing that situation as it comes, and see what kind of support that we can solicit to the community down in South Louisiana and in South Mississippi. Again, continue to pray for those brothers and sisters that are down there, and hope that everything goes well and that the levees will not fall in the black communities like it did the last time. Okay. Also, I want to promote our sister that was on the show earlier, Queen Morris, Tanesha Morris, the SUFF 2019, the Robinson Film Center at 617 Texas Street, Shreveport, Louisiana, 71101. Okay, it's going to be July the 26th through the 27th. Okay, the Urban Film Festival. Okay, Shreveport Urban Film Festival. Again, this sister went through a lot to get this going, and I think that everyone should support this sister. Okay, all right, and she's doing it independently. All right, she ain't getting no money from nobody. She's doing this thing independently. Excuse me. So, again, the Shreveport Urban Film Festival 2019 is going to be at the Robinson Film Center, 617 Texas Street, Shreveport, Louisiana, 71101. It's going to be held July 26th through the 27th this year. And if you need any information, further information, you can call at 318-745-9720 for more information. Again, 318-745-9720. Okay, you can Facebook Shreveport UFF, which is Shreveport Urban Film Festival, or Instagram Shreveport Urban Film Festival, all the way spelled out, or Twitter Shreveport Urban Film Festival, and the pages will pull up, and you can get more information that way as well. Again, that's Miss Tanesha Morris, and she is a beautiful young lady who is trying to open up a platform for other filmmakers and other individuals to get started in that industry. Also, to get the black person's story told through the film industry. And again, July 26th, 27th, we're going to be looking for all y'all to be there. I'll be there in the midst myself. And so hope everybody would get a ticket, support this sister, and come out and see some wonderful artwork from the brothers and sisters with the Shreveport Urban Film Festival. All right. Again, next time on the show, we will be talking about the Levite laws that were started back in the 60s, which started with the Levite town. I'll give you some history on that, when the actual suburban areas started taking place after World War II, and how it still affects us right now as we speak. And I will have more on the arrest law and more laws that can help the black community. And again, appreciate all the viewers, people who are listening, and I hope that Truth, Realness, and Options have done something great for you, have informed you of something that you didn't know. If you have any questions or anything that you would like to be presented on the show, I will ask that you contact us. Our information will be posted after the show on the live feed. And also, you can send an email to us and we'll make sure we address it. If you would like to even become a part of the show or can help us with the show, we do have positions open. I'm hiring. Ain't that something? We would like for you to reach out to us, and if we can use you, we'll use you. If you just want to be a part of the show and want to share some information to the public, we'll also be more than happy to have you on the show. Again, this is your host, QT. All right, Truth, Realness, and Options. Right now, I'm going to pray for the city. God, I thank you right now for everything that you have done. Thank you for blessing the Shreveport Urban Film Festival. God, I ask right now that you protect everybody in the city of Shreveport, the Heavenly Father, the Bossier area, the surrounding areas, God. I ask that you will bless those who are being affected by Hurricane Baker, God, for it is your works, the Heavenly Father. And I ask that you protect everyone, the Heavenly Father, that God bless the situation, the Heavenly Father. That God, I ask right now that you continue to bless those that families have been victims of violence in Shreveport, Louisiana, God. I ask right now that you send your love and your kindness into the city, the Heavenly Father, to end the violence. And I pray for all the brothers and sisters that are out right now, that are out about going to and fro, doing your business and helping other blacks in the community. And I pray for everyone right now in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Again, I thank everybody. Michael Brown, I see you, man. I see you listening. I like to say hey to everyone. I'm gonna wave everybody. Hey. And appreciate y'all. Continue to support us. Don't despise small beginnings. And this is Truth, Realness, and Options. This is your host, QT. King QT signing out. I love all y'all. Shalom.